midfield. Huge crease, untouched, 10, 5, touchdown!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers live talk show hosted by Julio Hennessy. I want to say happy Wednesday, happy hump day to everybody out there. Give a shout out to our new viewers and our returning viewers. You know what time it is. Every Wednesday, we talk Tiger football. And this week, we have a special guest coming in as a Herd Locker Room honoree, Miss Zyykirrah Casado, and I hope I said it right. If not, she'll let me know. I'll be messing up. I butcher names, and I need to quit do better. Amen. But before we get to our honored guest tonight, man, you know what time it is. Time to talk about how you can learn more about Tiger football. If you're looking to be a part of Tiger football or be involved with Tiger football, go right down there below to CarolinaTigersFootball.org. And you can see everything when it comes to the Tigers, from scheduling, volunteering, practices, tryouts, everything, sponsors, everything you want to know about the Tigers is at that website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Now, also, if you guys, an awesome lady in your areas, somebody doing great things in the community, deserve to have a spotlight. If you want to nominate her for the next time we have a Herd Locker Room, please go to Herd Locker Room at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. That is Herd Locker Room at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Now, we also love our fans. Our Tiger fans is what drives the motor, drives our team. We love it, drives the Tiger community. If you know a top fan of Tiger Nation, man, get them a shout out so they can come on a talk show as the number one fan or a fan spotlight at Talk Show Live at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. That is Talk Show Live at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Also, sponsorships, direct links. I'm going to get overall link and direct links at sponsors at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. If you want to sponsor a Tiger, sponsor the team, you can do that by emailing sponsors at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Now, before we get the show started like that, we like to talk about all our programs. We have a lot of programs from domestic violence to breast cancer to mental health awareness. We also believe that children are our future. Whitney Houston sang that song, and I believe in it. If you have a child that wants to be involved with the Tiger program, please, if they're 12 or under, sign them up for the Cubs Den. The Cubs Den program is for kids 12 or under. Go to CarolinaTigersFootball.org/Cubs Den and enter your kid that is 12 and under today to be a part of the Tiger Nation. You say, well, Julio, I got a teenager and she need to be a part of something. Want to be a part of the Tigers? Go on, sign them up for the Teen Zone. And the Teen Zone is for children 13 and up. And how you sign up, you say, right there, go to CarolinaTigersFootball.org/Teen Zone and sign your team up to be a part of the Tigers Nation today. We always look forward. We're a community-based organization. We all believe community first, and that's how I get down, okay? Now, I'll shout out all our viewers, man, new and old. This is an interactive show. You can make comments, and your comments will be shown. We will appreciate them, so don't think you just got to not say nothing. This is a back-and-forth show. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's have a good time. But you know what time it is. I know what time it is. It's this Wednesday, and it's time for what? Herd Locker Room. Herd Locker Rooms will be honor an amazing woman who has been doing amazing things within the community and making their way in headline things and all things going, even beyond sports or in sports, just period. And tonight, we are honored to have the Herd Locker Room nominee honoree tonight, Ms. Zyykirrah Casado. What's going on? How you doing tonight, Mrs. Kira?
Hi, hello.
How you doing on this Wednesday?
I'm doing fabulous. Julio. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I hope I said the name right. I don't want you to beat me
It was
up.
close. It was close. It was a long I, so it's Zyykirrah. But
Okay, See, there we go.
everyone in Carolina calls me Z because nobody has been able to actually get it for real.
So I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said it first, the Zy, and then I was like, nah. See, now I was doing too much. I thought I'd be an extra.
No,
So I had it. So it's Zyykirrah Casado.
Zyykirrah.
That's it. Okay, see, I go with your gut. Sometimes your gut be telling you right. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to welcome you on the show. Say thank you so much for taking this tonight, taking time with your schedule to come on here. We are very, very appreciative to you and welcome to the show. I'm gonna go and roll into the questions and ask about
Yes,
you,
I'm
ask
with
about
it.
things.
And thank you again for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. Like I said, we all have some busy schedules. Life is amazing. You're doing one thing. When you involved in a lot of different aspects of just everything. Period. Taking time means a lot. So we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
My first question is, what does it mean? What does being recognized as her locker room honoree mean for you this evening?
I will be honest. When I first got word that you were honoring me, I was very surprised, but also appreciative and grateful because sometimes you do put in things, you do a lot of different things, and you literally don't know who's watching. And that's not really the reason you do it, but it did feel good to be recognized. And I felt honored to be literally nominated for real. So it felt like a big warm hug.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say when you do a lot of things, sometimes it's for someone to give you the light when makes you realize just how much you are doing. And it gives you a moment of reflection and say, wow, gives you a moment to look back, because you're not doing it for accolades, you're not doing it for the pats on your back, you're doing it for the drive and passion you have inside. So just to take a moment and say, wow, okay, thank you. I can appreciate and I value my hard work and myself. So excellent, man. Excellent. It was a great opportunity to honor you tonight. So who or what inspired you and inspired your passion in entrepreneurship and in women's athletics?
Wow. Okay. So I started off young when I had my son. So I remember being at home trying to figure out life. And I was writing out like how much I would make if I made this much. How much would I make with this? How much time would I need to put in if it was 40 hours? And I came to the conclusion that I probably would never see my sons. And so I started to kind of look at different opportunities. So I stumbled across good old network marketing and was kind of like sold on the idea of being able to not just work the traditional 9 to 5, but to be able to work through sales, through networking. And it was tough. I won't lie. It was very tough, but I was not smart enough to give up. So I say that to say that it was really my kids and it was my father actually and my parents to see them kind of do really, really well. And then out the blue, they got big layoffs at his company. And I was like, man, I wish I could be or have or be in a position where I could help them. And so with seeing my parents go through financial struggles and seeing and having my sons, I was 18 for my first one, my second one, 19. I really needed to figure things out to be able to be a mom and to generate income. So that's really what inspired the entrepreneurial side of it. The sports side of it was, believe it or not, at one point I was a big tomboy in school, but back when I was younger, we used to play football, the backyard football or basketball and track and all of that. But we didn't look, it wasn't like, it was kind of, I won't say frowned upon, but it just wasn't ladylike to want to play football. So one day I was on Instagram and I saw that, someone was advertising flag football and that it was contact. And I'm like, oh, this is probably just a few girls getting together and, they just kind of like, playing just in the backyard like we normally do, and was floored at that it's many, many different teams out here. So that's kind of how I got hooked. I was actually challenged by someone I was dating. They were like, "You're not going to do it. Just don't do it." And I'm like, if anybody knows me, if you tell me I won't do it, I'm probably going to do it tenfold.
Right.
So, and I never would imagine almost 8 years later that I would be so involved in flag football or sports, period. I think just women generally being athletic and into this type of arena, it is such an outlet for so many of us that I really feel like that's just how I got involved.
Okay. You kind of threw me off when you said flag and contact. Like,
yeah.
If it's
So
contact,
when you think flag football, we think non-contact.
right?
And it's interesting that this past 2 years out of the 8 that I've been playing is my first exposure to non-contact football, flag football. So I've only played contact. So when people do associate flag, you think non-contact, but there's a whole division of contact flag, and you can block from the breast up. You can't hold, but you can definitely block. Like,
What?
pancakes is celebrated. If you can make somebody fall down on there, boop, then that's actually celebrated, And then the positions that I played probably every position except for safety at one point in my football career. But the one that I love is their opposite roles. Right now I'm a center, but I was always either a lineman or a rusher, and then my favorite position that is the nose rush. So I know I might not look it, but it is one of those electrifying positions that you just get excited to bust through there. But it is contact. It is contact. Flag football have contact.
You don't look like no, as we call them, no hog molly in the trenches now. You don't look like.
And I play with nails. I get dressed up just like.
Okay. I was center in high school and college, and I definitely had no nails on. I'm just trying to let you know.
In the beginning, I used to not wear them because you shouldn't wear them.
Yeah, but you got your own thing.
But
right?
I figured out over the years how I didn't have to sacrifice. I already sacrificed a big toe. You always lose a big toe in flag. But I said not my nails, so I did figure out how to still catch.
Okay, cool. Got me on that one. I'm locked in, coach. I can tell at your heart you are a true entrepreneur. But can you tell me what sparked your desire to teach and how to teach social media strategies?
So I used to work with a company for 14 years where we would sell discount healthcare. And at the time, me and a group of other entrepreneurs were the youngest of the organization. And this is around the time when social media came. And so typically before then, you would have your guerrilla marketing, flyers, even cold calling, door-to-door sales, like I always tell people, I had kids to feed. So if you thought it, I probably done it. Networking events, all of the things in which you would basically be face to face, right? But then MySpace came around, and remember, what was it? Black Planet came around.
Man, you say, hey, don't take me down memory lane.
Telling y'all my age right now.
Hey.
And I started looking at these platforms and like, well, I'm in 2 places at one time. And then the type of product or service that I was marketing, you didn't have to physically be there. I didn't have to. It wasn't like I'm selling earrings or bangles or hair or something. I didn't have to physically ship it to you. This is a service. And so I started looking at MySpace as a means of connecting with people. And I'm going to tell a funny story. I actually talked about this on my podcast, but I used to, don't judge me on my name, but please hear me out. So my name on MySpace used to be Your Friend with Benefits. I used to sell benefits though. Listen, Julio, I had kids to feed. So
I feel you, and you would have got a lot of offers to help feed them kids.
now listen, they would call me. The guys would call me, Julio, like, "Hey, I see what your name was on MySpace," and I would be like, "Great. Do you want dental or medical?" Do you want dental or medical? And the cool thing about that company was I used to get paid residually from it. So, you know, I remember one time it was so funny. It was a guy from my church called me from my MySpace, and he ended up getting the top package. I know it was out of embarrassment, but he kept it for years and years and years because it was, you know, the automatic service. You get paid every time. So I just started looking at it differently than most people. And then people from the company who were older were like, what is she doing? How is she because I would sell like 20, 30 plans and this is free. I'm not paying for an ad. I'm not, you know, putting out newspaper ads. I'm literally in my house now on the phone responding to all of these MySpace. And then from MySpace, I went to Facebook, and from Facebook, I went to Craigslist, and from Craigslist, you start basically creating this prospect machine through social media. And that's how that's how I was asked to, well, can you show me your ways? Right. Like, what is the method to your madness? What is it that you do? And then it became almost overwhelming because I had to still market, still sell, still had my other businesses that I was doing. And now I started talking at the company, Ameriplan USA down in Dallas. And then after that transition, I decided, well, how can I give this information to everyone? And that's how 15 Social Media Secrets That Pay came about. I wrote the book, published it, and that's how I was able to kind of give without me having to physically be there, if that makes sense.
I'm about to buy that book because hell, when you said Craigslist, I said shit. That excuse me, that Craigslist. You talk about some friends with benefits, boy. I bet your phone was ringing off the hook on Craigslist. They shut the list down, boy. You look at Craigslist, the feds might knock on your door.
I mean, I'm serious. So like, I just mastered the art of kind of getting in where I fit in, and basically showing people how to take things. Like, I used to talk about my business without talking about my business. I'll just give one thing about like this. So like literally, I remember being transparent, and I was on the phone with a prospect, completely forgot that I put toast in the oven on a broiler. And while I'm talking to her, my alarm goes off, right? And so obviously my toast burnt up. And then I go on Facebook and I say, man, it's so crazy working from home. You know, if you're not paying attention, you'll burn up the toast. And people were like, well, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Where back then, you know, it wasn't really, work from home wasn't as big as it is now. If you say you work from home today, that's actually normal, right? Well, back then it was like, so like being a stay-at-home mom and generating income was so foreign then that it just would bring people. So like I started teaching people how to talk about your business online without talking about your business, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. It just and so back to this one. This is a great segue to this question. You know, how did you balance educating others while you still grew your own brand? I think you kind of said that in a little bit in there as well. But can you maybe icing on that cake?
3 hours sleep. No, but on all seriousness, I do believe in the concept of still in time. You know, like there was a point where my sons were younger. They're older now. I can't believe we're all about to go on a family trip and all this stuff. They're like in their 20s now. But back then when they were younger, I used to still time. So at 9 o'clock, when it was time for me between 8 and 9 to get them to bed, once I put them down, I would speak to people that were in other time zones. You know what I mean? So, you know, in California, it's only 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. You still prime.
you literally can be on the phone and follow up with people till midnight if you're in the right time zone. So I would just, I am a strong believer that time management is probably one of the biggest tools that you can have. And sometimes with time management, there's like an imbalance in the beginning of anyone's entrepreneurial drive. You're going to have to pour in order to be able to eventually learn how to really control your time, and sometimes my kids knew that. If I was like, if I'm in the closet, or if I'm on a conference call, because we had conference calls back then, they understood that these are the things in which will get us to where we are now. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of how I balanced it. For many years, it wasn't about me, just being honest. And then later, the best thing I can say is I would never forget one of my best quotes. They say successful people do for a short time what most people won't. So for a lifetime, they can do what most people can't. And when I heard that, I realized that where some people might look at it as a sacrifice, where you might have some days where you go to bed at 2 a.m., but you wake up at 7:30, right? That's an investment for later. Okay. Yeah. So it is a sacrifice, but it's an investment into the future where whatever you pour in, you're going to get out, so that's kind of how I manage it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mo, gang. That's my girl. That's our team. Sorry.
It's all good. That's why I put it up there so everybody can see. That it's an interactive talk show. They can come in, ask questions. It's very interactive. We like people to come in and speak and talk to us, talk to our guests. What inspired you to make the Z Truth podcast?
Okay, so this is like my I've like I said, I used to do conferencing. I used to do conference calls, and they were similar to podcasts. We didn't really know it as podcasts. And then later, I did another podcast called Real Lives of a Mom Boss. And Z Truth podcast came about the past 3 years. And the reason first of all, I renamed it and asked my audience to help me rename it. And the reason I picked the name out of all the suggestions was because, I've done podcasts with other people. I've partnered with different people to do those different ones that I've done in the past, but I wanted to give what was given to me. So personal development was a big thing for me. Like, a lot of people that might be watching this show that knew me in my early 20s till now, it's like I had to become a totally different person. It wasn't easy. And you have to do that if you're coming into the world of entrepreneurship. You have to think different. You have to move different. It's just a difference, right? And so what was given to me, I don't know if it's the same out there. And I just felt like it was a calling for me to give the information that I know had helped transform my life. So the acronym stands for Transparent, Real, Unbiased, Thought-Provoking, and Holistic Topics. So I wanted to I won't say that I'm a personality, but some people do label me as that. It's so many different things I like to talk about, whether it's personal development. I'm big on reading, and then holistic aspect of it is I'm not like a health fanatic, but I do think food and how we eat in America sucks. And I just want to help more and more people, that, especially ones that look like us, to be aware that, certain things that we eat they affect so many other things.
It's killing us. I ain't lying.
It's killing us. Like they say, it's soul food. It's just like death food. It's like,
hey, but you ain't gonna knock my pork chops on here. I don't care what you say. I'm still.
See, it's nothing wrong. In moderation, there's nothing really wrong with it. And it's not even really moderations for me. It's more so like, what are they doing to the animal before we eat it? That's my big thing. Anyway, I won't go. I don't want to mess up.
Are you good? I mean, I'm just saying, because I don't do the pig feet no more and chitlins no more. I ain't done chitterlings in a long time.
Yeah.
But I like smoked turkey tails though. They put them in some grains. Hey, gobble gobble.
I used
Thanksgiving's
to
coming
tell
up.
turkey tails for real. Seriously. But that's how it came about. It basically Z Truth Podcast is, and we launch every Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. We just had a new, actually, today's show is all about social media and the power of it. It's on all platforms, but it all came about because it's kind of like all of the things that I believe are impactful into one. And every week it's a different part of that acronym. So that's kind of how it came apart.
It's pretty
Or
dope.
came about.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to subscribe and tune in.
Please, if you
Yeah.
want the visuals on YouTube, but all of y'all to Spotify, YouTube,
Okay.
Apple, Amazon, however you like to listen to it, it's there.
Okay. I'll definitely give you some support and I'll listen to some of that.
And some feedback. Tell me if it's
I will. I listen good. I'll be on some. I'll be having a lot of knowledge myself. I don't always practice my health thing, but I know how to be healthy.
We all do. We all do deep down.
I know how to be healthy, but am I doing it? Hello. But it's what it's gonna be. So what you already said that. You already said, I asked you what kind of topics and conversations you hope to amplify through your platform, but you just said it. You want people to understand how to become more healthy. You want people to understand how they can change their life through diverting time of other things that might not make sense at first, but if you learn how to maneuver, it can make perfect sense in the end. We live in a day and time where you don't have to always go out here and put up 80 hours of your time to get the 80 hours of what you deserve to get back. So it's learning how to maneuver what works for you. And so that's basically what you're doing. You're helping people find the niche to get them the stitches to build and cultivate what they want to become, all the areas they want to thrive in. So I think that's excellent. May you continue to give people that kind of guidance and be a blessing to them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
I was going to also say, in addition to that, we talk about the spiritual. We talk about all the parts of us that we need to continue to groom and grow, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes. I think don't judge anybody on any spiritual realm, but we understand we all connected through some form of energy,
whatever you want to call it.
Right. Whatever form of energy you believe in, but we also have to work on that and definitely in our own minds and our own spirituality. I think you find your own relationship, you find how you own connected, and hopefully you can maintain that balance in your life. A lot of people are just in this day and time. I blame a lot of stuff on, not really blame. I say you can direct stuff to our intake, what we eat, because a lot of imbalances in a lot of areas of life. So
yeah,
yes, it is. Well, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. It's almost time for our halftime, so we ain't done yet. You know how we doing halftime. I'm gonna take our special guest down for a second, bring up some of our pictures and things we talk about. You know how you do your big 10-5 touchdown. So right now we're gonna say thank you, but you ain't going nowhere. I was gonna take it down for a minute because I gotta have this big head on here so you can see it real good. But we'll be back after halftime for our second half. Awesome video, it's awesome chat right here. So hold on, y'all. Let me get this right. I am slow sometimes. All right, here we go. So what's going on, y'all? You know what it is. It is halftime at the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers Live Talk Show. We have Zyykirrah Casado. She is excellent, man. I've been enjoying talking to her. And right now is the time we take the time to reach it to say and thank a lot of our partners and sponsors, man. We can't do it by ourselves. There are a lot of great people that come in here who help us, who pour into us. And one of our sponsors is right here. This year, we are excited to let you know that the Fairfield by Marriott, right there in Winston-Salem by Haynes Mall, is the official stay or homestay of the Carolina Tigers. You say, Julio, what does that mean? What that means is that when you come to the games or our guests or out-of-town people, or if you just in Winston and you feel like, I don't want to feel like going to the house, I want to go to the Fairfield. Well, go to the Fairfield and tell them, I want the Carolina Tigers women's tackle football rate. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you the room at our special rate. So it ain't just for the season. It's right now. If you need a break from your kids, go get a room. Need a break from your relationship, go get a room. If both y'all want a break, go get a room. It's everything right there at the Fairfield. I might get in trouble for that. But everything at the Fairfield Marriott right there by Haynes Mall. Go tell them Julio sent you. They don't know who I am. But make sure you say I want the Carolina Tigers women's tackle football team rate. And they going to give it to you today. All right? I said, boy, you wild. I'm not wild. I'm just keeping it real, okay? That's what I'm doing. Now, also, we know what's going on with the Tigers. The Tigers is looking for this year going down. It's going to be the Emerald Bowl, the championship weekend in San Antonio, down at Emerald Bowl. That's where the all-pro game will be held, and the league championship game will be held as well down in San Antonio. So y'all get on down to San Antonio, and let's get your tickets ready for the Emerald Bowl, because we hope to see our Tigers down there in both aspects, the all-star, the all-pro game, and the championship game. If you know somebody that can know how to dance and they can chill, shake the pom-poms, that date's incorrect. Don't worry about the date. It's just the fly. Go ahead and get ready for the Tigers, and you're going to sign up for the Tigers at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. We're looking for dancers to help come out there and do the cheers for our team while we whoop on some other team's booty when we get out there, okay? Look, come on, be a Tiger, all right? Again, also, we are recruiting, man. I was recruiting for great players. Go to CarolinaTigersFootball.org and find out if you can help recruit or those two recruits or you want to come join the team. This is what you need to go do and come on be a part of the Tigers, because, man, we ain't playing and we're taking names and we're going to be kicking some booty. But we right here at the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers Live Talk Show. I want to say thank you also to our paw print creators. The paw print creators are people who have donated like $25. They take $25 to be a paw print creator, and they say, well, Julio, what does that do? Well, the paw print creator would do that $25. You hit them up, say, I want to sponsor Tiger. You know, you tell them Tiger you want to sponsor, and you send $25, and that $25 help pay their dues, uniforms, take care of a lot of stuff. So, man, be a Tiger, sponsor Tiger, and be a paw print creator. Now, I'm going to tell you about the paw print creators now. The paw print creators have a special place. When you come to a home game and you're a paw print creator, guess what's going to happen? You got your own seats in the home field. You got your own section that says paw print creators. Y'all got your own place to sit if you come to be a paw print creator. And we got two already. We got Mrs. Donna Roper and Michelle Contreras, who are a paw print creator right now, man. Now, especially now we had a sponsor a Tiger. That means you sponsor a Tiger for one of our players. This invite is when a business sponsors a player for $500. They said $500. Well, what that gonna get? Well, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. $425 goes towards the team fees and everything. $75 of that dollars goes towards a banner that's gonna be put up in the stadium with your name on it, with your business on it, and the picture of the Tiger that you sponsor. Now, that, you know, you can't beat that. Also, we're going to put the little logo with the QR code on there so you can scan the QR code and go right to your business, man. I'm telling you, be a sponsor today. And our sponsor was TB Farm Stokes Company in North Carolina. They sponsored Tiger, and thank you, TB Stokes Company, for sponsoring a Tiger. And we're going to make sure you have your banner up at the game, man. So that is our halftime report, and we about to bring back up here our special guest. You're back, you ain't going nowhere. Good, glad still see you. All right, we back for the second half of this interview. I've enjoyed the first half interview. You had me laughing. You took me back to you took me back, maybe feel real old. You said MySpace and Black Planet. That back in like '99, while down there in Vietnam and college, boy.
Well, I'm getting up there, Julio.
Huh?
I said I'm getting up there, Julio.
Hey, you know, if I don't use the Beijing, then you know, I look young, but I got the Papa Smurf gray in right now. I'm gonna yeah, it's everywhere. It's more pepper it's more salt than pepper. It's different
for men, though. Men, salt and pepper is like an in thing. Women, we cover it up.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I look too old. I like 2 more weeks. I like Santa Claus. I got to tone this back down. I got to tone it back down. No, man, it's not Christmas time yet. It's not Christmas time. So, our second half, we're going to dig a little more deep into the conversation. I'm going to start off with this great question here. What does women's flag football mean to you beyond the sport?
Beyond the sport, like I said earlier, I really feel like it's an outlet for women. It's a way to kind of take whatever you've been through throughout the week and just let it all out. It also keeps you sharp. Like me, I just celebrated this year my 40th birthday, and
Okay.
thank you. But like the team and environment, like our girls at Gridiron Gang Football, I love them to death. They literally, we inspire each other to stay fit. So even outside of football, these things really encourage you to, and it affects your regular life, you know. Um, and then on top of that, with the Olympics taking on football, probably not contact flag, but taking on flag football, I see so many lives being enhanced that's starting in the game in their 20s. Like I can't imagine what the future is going to be like over the next 20 years when it comes to flag football. We already see the NFL being very interested to the point they're going to add it as a division. So I feel like outside of the game, it really is another additional way to enhance the lives of many people and to be an outlet for women.
Awesome.
Especially when we're not like considered supposed to be competitive or aggressive, and this is a way to kind of be able to do a little bit of both, and we call it organized violence.
That's what we are. That's what football is. Football is strategic, organized war. It's a battle out there.
It's war. It's mind. It's strategy.
Everything.
It's everything. It's
Yes,
everything.
ma'am. How has being a part of the Gridiron Gang shaped your journey as an athlete and as a leader?
Gridiron Gang has definitely, I've been with the same team the entire time that I've been in flag football. We were called Quiet Storm at first, and throughout the years I've got into leadership. First I was a captain, and then after kind of utilizing some of the things that I knew from business to the whole organization for football, that's where my recruiting started coming in, and that's how I became the GM on Gridiron Gang. It has been one of the most biggest blessings, and also very challenging, because it challenges you to try to get these group of women together with the right formulas to create results on a level of sports. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing. We have two incredible captains. We've had many different captains throughout the years. We have an incredible coach. Shout out to our caps, Cam and Ja. Then you have Coach Streak is our newest coach. So it's been amazing. It's been a really amazing, it definitely is like this. I ain't even gonna lie. It definitely has moments where it's up, down, up, down. You just gotta really have the passion to continue to want to, to really get the result that you're looking for, and that's to be champions.
Understood that. What message do you have to these young ladies and young women, that see you and see what you do and what they take away from you when they see you out there on the field doing your thing? What message can you give to them?
Depending on what side of the ball I am on, no, I'm just kidding. I just want them to understand that you can be really multifaceted. You can be versatile. You can be really whoever you want on the football field, and it's so amazing to me about flag that, you're on the field, and I remember people used to think that I was like this not personable person where, because you go into a different mode when you're playing a sport, right? And so I hope that the younger generation gets inspired that, wow, if someone can do this at this age, what can I do? You know what I mean? There's so much opportunity out there. I'm definitely wouldn't say there's so much talent, a lot of people don't think that like our quarterback, like Wick can throw this ball damn near 100 yards. You know what I mean? And it's like, I hope that when they see us out there, that they can find their place out there,
Mhm.
and that would be my hopes. And also, in addition to that, to being able to carry yourself well out there, because it can get heated, it can get heated, and so in addition to that as well, to also, in not just being an athlete, to be a professional as well.
Awesome. Um, Now, how did you connect with Baller's Choice Sports?
It's so funny. It's so funny. So I was involved with another organization before Ballers, and I used to do their social media, and the leadership started shifting, and we were trying to find the right leader. And not that I couldn't do it, I just felt like I wasn't the right person. And at the time, our Coach Troy was like, who I think would be the perfect person for this? And he said Maria. And Maria was part of an organization, the very first organization that was kind of around the longest prior to even the one that I was involved with prior to Baller. So it was like three different organizations. And so it's funny, I'm actually on vacation right now. And I'm out to head to a cruise, and I end up going on this cruise that was advertised by someone in Atlanta, James Reese in Atlanta. And I just had this conversation with Troy maybe 3 days before this, and this is like 2-3 years ago. And Maria was on the cruise, and I'm like, I believe in serendipity. We had a conversation. We had lunch later, and we talked. I felt like, for me, I wasn't the right person because I'm also still a player, and there's a lot of conflict of interest there, and I didn't want to stop playing. I did not, and I'm still play. I just, we just finished 2 weeks ago. And so with her, and seeing her, and being a part of the organization she used to be the administrator for, we knew when she was gone. It was very relevant. It was gone. She doesn't play the sport, and it was just, she's very neutral. So we felt like she was the best person. And when she took on the role, she definitely took it on by the horns. And I can, myself and Troy told her that we were going to stand behind her the whole way. And it was definitely one of those
Right.
roller coaster rides that, if I could look back, I probably would have put my seatbelt on a little tighter. But that's how I got involved with Baller's Choice Sports, and today I'm still work with them through providing the live streams through my company.
Okay.
But I still am also a client because I still play.
Okay. This is a good one for me. How important is the representation of and visibility for women athletes in media and in sports culture?
I think it's extremely important, because even though I've been playing 8 years, it's one of the most mind-boggling things for me when I'm out in Raleigh, North Carolina, right in a triangle, and I can be talking to someone. And when I say that there's 12 teams local, or that there's even a thing called Baller's Choice, or there's a thing called 7-man, 8-man, people don't know about it. And even with Ballers being one of the very few organizations that have live streams for almost every single game that they have, people still don't know about it. As lit of a sport it is, and as much of it being one of the rising divisions, is still very unknown to people. And even with our conversation, the fact that contact flag is such a foreign thing to most people, that it's not only important, it's almost mandatory, because today we live in a world where we seeing it is to believe it,
Mhm.
and we have to have the exposure in order for other people to kind of latch on and to know that it's there.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Um, and one of our last few questions.
Yeah, they blowing me up. Are you finished yet? You're on
Yeah,
vacation. I
I
said, no,
know.
this is important,
We,
Julio.
and we thank you.
Important.
We thank you very much. What legacy do you hope to leave for the next generation of women in sports and in entrepreneurship?
Um, I would hope that number one, from the sports side, that one of my inspirational women that I look up to is the USA quarterback, because I don't know her age, but I know she's well over 40, and I see her out there, and it's like, man, like I remember when I was like 35, and I said I got like 5 years left, and now that I'm 40, I'm like I got 5 years left, and it's kind of like age is nothing but a number, and that if you want to do it, and it's in the arena of sports, you can. And it's kind of like that in business, like in as an entrepreneur, you have to kind of be crazy to live your dreams, because it's one of those things where a lot of people make it seem like it's impossible, but I want to encourage everyone that this is one of the best times in the world to be able to say, I want to do whatever it is that's in our minds. And we all have that. We have that little voice or that little idea that keeps gnawing at us, and then you keep thinking about it, and then a year go by, you keep thinking about it, another year go by, you keep thinking about it. Well, I don't think the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, plays those kind of games with us. And I hope that when they see me and they decide and they think, well, I don't have the college background, and I have kids early, or I'm a Black woman, or all of the reasons that they would say that they could be, that would consider them a statistic, that they flip that script and make it an actual success story. Because the one thing I believe is that, I don't believe that everybody can be anything, like in a sense of, if I'm being realistic in sports, because sports and entrepreneurship are a little different. I'm just not a wide receiver anymore, right? It just is what it is, right? But is there a role on that field that I could play? Absolutely. Especially in flag, because everyone's eligible. I might not be able to get up the field, but damn it, I can turn around at center. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but in the world of entrepreneurship, it's a more vast on what you can and can't do. It's really nothing that you can't do if you put and invest the time. But you got to understand that anything worth having takes time. All of us took at least 9 months in the incubator before we got a person.
Right.
So as long as you got the right ingredients, and I can't explain how a calling feels, or when you feel led to do it, but it's one of them things where if it feels like it gnaws at you, you should be doing it. And I hope that again, that when I think this was the same question, that it feels more realistic when they see me.
Okay. And our closing question for you is what it is. Is there a message you want to share to our Tigers and to our Her Locker Room community before we close out with your interview? Anything you want to say to us?
I want to say to all of the young, it's women, right? It's women.
Yes.
Okay. That Her Locker Room, that it's okay to be great. And I used to struggle with that. I was very much, it took years for me to step into me. And a lot of times, different voices, different people, different experiences make us sometimes believe that we're not worthy of certain things and that we deserve it. And I'm here to tell you, you do deserve it. And that broken crayon still color. And so make sure that you keep coloring and that you put your all into it, because even in the times where it feels uncomfortable, or you might feel like, it's impossible, that just remember this in your mind, that it is okay to be great.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you so much and honoring this talk show coming on, man. It's been an awesome interview. I enjoyed my time with you. I wish you nothing but continued success and continue to do what you do best, and that's be the best you can be every day. Y'all, please give a round of applause to our guest tonight, Ms. Zyykirrah Casado. Yes, I got it right this time, and thank you so much. And you have a blessed evening. Thank you for coming on the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers Talk Show.
Thank you, Julio. I appreciate you so much. You guys have a blessed one. Thanks for having me.
You too. No, thank you very much.
Peace, hair grease.
Bye. Peace. All right, y'all. We can't end the show without the best part of the night. And the best part of the night is Julio's pick of the week. And you know who I bring up every time for the picks of the week. It's my dude. It's my bro. It's our analyst and our reporter, Mr. Cam. What's going on, Cam?
What's going on? I don't know if we can call it the best time. That was a crazy women's locker room. Zyykirrah, oh, that was kind of inspiring me. I was sitting in the back room. I was like, man, dang. It was good to be.
Tonight we're gonna get it in, man. It was a great interview. Kind of going over the time. We're gonna get these picks in and get them out. We're gonna get this is our head-to-head competition. Y'all don't know how me and Cam been doing now for this year, getting our head-to-head competition going on. Thank you, Maria. We appreciate that. Try to do our best I can to get interviews and give our guests the most. Thank them so much. Let them share their story and inspire other people to be their own great personalities. So we thank you for joining in and watching this, and just spread the word about our talk show, what we do. And we thank everyone that tuned in tonight and dropped in. You guys are awesome. You guys help make us great. So without you, we ain't got nothing. So thank you so much. So Cam, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to go last week's picks. We're going right to college football first. And I'm going to run down the line. And, saying that we'll talk when we get to these new picks, okay?
All right.
We had Oklahoma and Tennessee, okay? We both picked Tennessee. They lost. Oklahoma put the whoop dog on Old Smoky. It was 33 to 27, Oklahoma. Then we had a game where Cam and I kind of bumped heads, and I knew I should have went with Cam, but I want to be against the grain. It was Georgia Tech and NC State, and NC State pulled it out 48-36. So that gives the Cam his first win on the picks of the week. Now we go over here, and it was Vanderbilt and Texas. And man, I said Vandy was gonna be able to pull it out. And man, wasn't that Peyton Manning little bloodline? Peyton Manning's bloodline did it, man. It was, I think it was 34-31 Texas, man. That gave Cam his second win. Now, man. Now we came down to Miami and SMU, and Cam made his first mistake of the week. Boy, I was so happy he did. He told me that them Hurricanes was going to get on SMU, and I said SMU is ready. And SMU won 26-20, so Julio gets on the board for this week. Now, the next game, I just went right back Cam's way. I can't stand Cam right now. But it was a close nail biter. Somehow, Clemson cannot get over themselves this year, and the Duke Blue Devils came out on top 46-45 in a nail biter that we thought at least these Tigers was going to do something, at least put an eye out. They put one eye out, not both eyes out. And Duke came up with the win, and that gives Cam his third win of the week. Now we're going to keep moving to the NFL. I'm going to keep moving. Got there. Pew, pew, pew. Make it out here tonight.
Keep it moving.
Okay, NFL, I'm a bear down for life, boy, and the Bears gave me 2 heart attacks and a stroke in the middle of this game against the Bengals. If y'all want to watch the game, the Bears is up 14 points with less than 2 minutes ago, and they almost lost it because that old Joe Flacco brought them back in the game. But the Bears won 47. So it was 47-41? Yeah, 47-41. My Bears won, bear down. So I got another win for the week. All right, then we came down the next NFL game. Again, this is when I felt good because Cam think he know everything because he's an analyst and everything. He analyzed, but he didn't analyze the Chiefs had to pay the bill, and the Bills charged them Chiefs a real tall order, and the Chiefs beat the Bills on that one, okay? I mean, the Bills beat the Chiefs, so that made I picked the Bills, he picked the Chiefs. Kermit D. Frog here got put on his back by Nick Bosa all night long. I was so happy to see frog legs being served in the field because Kermit D. Frog here was not on his thing that night.
I told you, it's not easy being green. It's not easy being green.
It ain't easy being green. The next game, man, me and Cam had an agreement here. We both agreed that the Lions was going to beat the Vikings. But the Vikings said, nope, both y'all wrong. Hold on. We're going to win the game. The Vikings won 27-24, the Vikings. So we both lost this game. Now, this is me and Cam got butt heads again. I don't like this dude because he's always true to his home team. And the Panthers stopped getting pounded, and they put something on the Packers to come out and win by 3 points, 16-13, the Carolina Panthers. Boy, that just made me upset. And then there it was, you know what I'm saying? So he got the win. Now, y'all want to know? Huh?
Oof, I can't believe that.
It was
Christmas
nail
miracle
biter.
in November. A Christmas miracle in November. 2 months
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
But
You ain't took your jersey out for 3 weeks. I mean, don't watch that thing. It's must. The last game for our NFL Sunday picks was the Cardinals and the Cowboys. And Cam said he gonna go with them Cowboys, and he should have packed up his little Woody. There's a snake in my boot hat because the Cardinals, the Cardinals came out on top, 27-17. So right now, that put me and Cam at an even 4 for 4 for this week, which gives Cam 27, and it gives me 22. So he's still up by 5 picks. This is getting tight, y'all. This is getting tight. So now we're gonna go and do our picks this week. Oh, we're gonna start with college football, and we're gonna end NFL like we always do. All right, in the rounds of college football, we got Oregon and Iowa. 2 good teams. Somebody gotta lose. Who you going with, Cam? I'm gonna give you the first pick of the night.
all right. Well, I'm packing my bags. I'm going the Oregon Trail this time around.
Oregon Trail. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm agreeing with you, Cam. I'm going to Oregon Trail too. Hoping we do not get dysentery. Let's hope we do not get dysentery on this trip right
listen. On that trail, you need a little bit of prayer, okay? And I hope it works out. Okay?
Yes, next game is Ohio and Purdue. I'm gonna pick this one first off. I gotta go with the Ohio State. I don't think any of the choice right now. I'm going with Ohio.
I think I'll have to go to Ohio as well. I actually got a friend who goes to Ohio State, so I'll pick it back off him for a while. I'll have to ask him how he feels about it, I guess, too. Hopefully he'll tell me yes.
Okay. How you feel about them Tigers versus them Elephants? Roll Tide versus them Tigers. LSU and Alabama. Who you going with, Cam?
Who am I going with? You know what? I'm gonna go with LSU. I'm gonna go with LSU.
Okay.
I'm a little. I know it's a little risky. Even my data here is a bit off, but I'm feeling it today.
Tell you what, I'm feeling today. You know, I don't like elephants stuff at the zoo. I'm gonna go Roll Tide. Greenbow, Alabama. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with Alabama. Okay, so there's our mix up. Now our next game gonna be one who's gonna really challenge who's gonna pick. I get to pick first on this one. It's Navy at Notre Dame. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm going with Navy.
You going with Navy?
I'm going with Navy.
You going with Navy? All right.
Going with Navy. I'm going with Navy, bro. I don't know why. I feel like I feel like something magical happen for them dummies. I mean, I really do. I hate to call them dummies.
Well, tell you what, I'm about to go up the top of the tower. I'm going Notre Dame. I'm going top. I ain't got a hunchback, but close enough, I guess.
Closing off the NCAA, we got California at Louisville.
All right. So for this one, I'm going down to Louisville. That's where we're going.
Going Louisville. All right, Cam, you're gonna take that one, and I'm gonna have to roll with you on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at that. I can't do it.
It looks like we're kind of joining forces a lot this week. It seems like it's not looking.
It's called let you win or keep something competitive. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. All right. NFL, Bears and Giants, and you know where I'm going. I'm going bear down all day.
You going bear down? I gotta get the Giants. Like I said, it's tradition. We keep it every time.
Okay. Well, Panthers and Saints. We know what you're going with. It's the Panthers.
It's
we
the
know
Panthers.
Going with the Panthers.
Yes, sir.
And guess what?
Yes,
even though they ain't doing nothing, I'm gonna go against you. And I'm going with the Saints because the Panthers gonna find a way. Bryce Young gonna mess this up. I'm gonna let you know, Bryce.
You saw last week. Listen, they can pull it off. I believe him. Yes, sir.
No, we shall find out. We shall find out. Next one, Raven and the Vikings. Your choice. Go first, Cam.
My choice first. I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings.
You're going with the Vikings. Let's hear Tigers, that's got to be Lil John talking about the Giants. It's got to be Lil John talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what the Vikings you say? That's got to be Lil John.
He had to check. He had to see. He already knew.
Right, that's got to be Lil John. I'm picking the Ravens, man. I'm picking Lamar Jackson back. Lamar Jackson back. Got to be Lil John all day. Raiders and the Broncos.
For this one, I am going for. Let me see here. I'm going for the Broncos. I'm going for the Broncos.
Well, if you don't, you smoking something. That's all I'm gonna say. We both going with the Broncos on this. we is both going with the Broncos. And last but not least, the Bills and the Dolphins. And I'm going with the Bills, man. I'm put a bill on the bill.
let me tell. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? Every single week, right? I have a friend of mine who loves the Dolphins. She loves the Dolphins more than anybody else, and I have to watch every single week as the life in her eyes goes dimmer and dimmer. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna take that as a sign to go as far away from that one. I'm gonna go for the Bills. I
thought you were about to say, I'm going to take a pill and go over the Dolphins.
Listen, if I pick the Dolphins out of like that, I think I'll have to pass on that one.
OMG, y'all. We had to do a little rush on that one, man. We're getting the time. We don't like keeping y'all here all night long. We know people coming here. We thank y'all so much for always tuning into this show every week. Cam, anything you want to give the people, man, tonight? Get the stage yours for a little bit, brother.
No, like I said, I have to say again, that was a great interview. That was a great one on you, Julio. Zyykirrah, that was incredible. I enjoyed that interview a lot. I'll have some media content for you next week too. We'll be back doing some more interviews with the players. So I'll have some stuff for you as well on next week. And aside from that, though, keep a lookout for some interesting events coming up this week. From the Tigers. We're looking to see if maybe we can do some toy stuff, some toy drives and things like that. And as always, if you're looking to sponsor a Tiger, you know, they're always looking for someone to sponsor them. You know, if you ever want to do a story, like any journalist out there, you want to do a story, you can always contact me and I'll give you any leads on that. And hopefully you'll be here for me soon as well. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me tonight. Yeah, it was a great show tonight, Julio. It was a great show.
No, thank you, Cam, man. Again, we're looking forward to getting your segments together, man. We're going to hear from Cam's Corner. Just the analyst, my man, the dude, the interviews and dude the knowledge, man. Hopefully I catch up to the dude and take the lead back. But right now, this dude is man, other than that, man, everybody, man, we want to tell you from me, Cam, the Tigers, also Zyykirrah. Yeah, I said Zyykirrah. Put the I in there, Zyykirrah. We thank you all so much for joining tonight's broadcast. We'll see you next week, man. Remember, man, life is short, laugh a lot, and live longer. Until then, this was the 10-5 touchdown Tigers, and we see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.
Them Tigers, orange, white, and purple. Y'all better take a seat. Carolina Tigers, you know we can't be beat. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, run up on them, make that play all day. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, line them up, we'll make them pay. We don't play. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hard hits, big plays, that's our way. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, Carolina Tigers, you know we gon' slay. Stepping in the jungle, that's a death wish. 3 Tigers on the hunt, coming out the mist. Try to count us out, now we on the grind. Y'all can move out the way, it's our time to shine. Our claws are out, ain't no holding back. We the new champs here, we're on attack. You want the smoke, well, we're bringing the fire. Wanna feel the heat, if that's your desire.